Taylor Watch.
Welcome back to another episode of Taylor Watch. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
I always want to go into the clap your hands, happy birthday, happy Tuesday to ya.
Happy Tuesday to Well, if it is someone's birthday today, happy birthday to you.
Oh, that's right, happy birthday, because last time we did it, it was someone's birthday. And I mean, liked that.
The odds of it being someone's birthday today are pretty high.
Right?
If
it's exactly. So it's your birthday, happy birthday.
Happy birthday
Hope
to
you're
you.
enjoying yourself. Hope you had a fabulous weekend. I know that we both had fabulous weekends, so we'll get into shortly, but we have an even more fabulous weekend coming up. Not specifically for us, but for the world, for the rest of the world, for the rest of the Swifties, and specifically for Toronto, Canada.
Yes.
This week, of course, Thursday, Friday, Saturday are the first 3 shows in Toronto for the Eras Tour. Again, we are on we're at the bottom of the barrel here.
It's crazy.
Single digits.
Crazy.
Scary to think about.
Yeah.
Don't love it. But all good things come to an end at some point,
right.
And you just got to take advantage of what's ahead of you. But good news. The Toronto Stadium, I can't remember the name of it right now. It received the friendship bracelet from Indy.
Hooray! Thank God. We were a little nervous about that if it was going to pass the torch.
Yeah.
Onto through international borders.
Exactly. Right. Like, I wonder if they needed to get stopped at the border and say, excuse me, this isn't something nefarious. This is only a friendship bracelet.
There's no cocaine inside the beads.
Right. Exactly. Right. And they deflate those beads, and it's like, you don't know what kind of air they put back in there.
Right.
It's like, who knows?
Nitrous gas.
I was just going to say nitrous. I was like, am I going to sound crazy if I say nitrous?
That's the only,
Same.
Yeah.
But so it's, I think one of the cutest things that's emerged out of this second half of the Eras Tour, or third half, I guess you could technically say, is the bracelet getting passed along between the stadiums.
Cute.
So it'll be in Toronto for a couple of weeks, and then it will head on over to Vancouver. And I just think it's a fun, sweet thing.
Oh, I love it. And it connects each dot. I really wish it started earlier, but
me too.
It's kind of a nice little tidbit to add to the final leg. This is a new little thing that you get to see.
Yes.
So.
And it's like low pressure now with only a couple places. Like, I'm thinking, my skirt feels so short suddenly in like the worst way. I know, ooh, sexy. No, just tight. But I think if this had started in the beginning or even in the second leg, like, imagine the stress every week of,
and why do I feel like
getting it from country to country.
Oh yeah. And I feel like people would vandalize it somehow. Like,
for sure.
Somehow
I don't trust people.
Yeah.
I don't trust people. Although, I mean, we've said it before. Dave's Eras Tour jacket is like
that
a
is
good
true.
example of,
but like
that's
that
just
gets
a jean
passed,
jacket. True,
and you vet the next person.
Yes,
kind of.
So true.
Those beads are just hanging up there.
You never know where those beads come from.
Yeah.
I know. You never know where who's packing them up.
Yeah.
And who has access to them in the middle of the week. And so that's that. But good thing they made it. Another concert tidbit that we saw over the weekend is apparently the designer of the Eras Tour dress, the new surprise song dress that is pink, orange, and yellow. I believe Swift Alert calls it the sunset dress. It is, in fact, the designer of that dress came out and said it was orchid flower sunset tropical dream
love
themed.
That sounds like something you would
It does
have, like a candle smell.
Yeah, it does. It really does. And I'll be honest, I have a candle right on my table right now that's pretty much the same color as those dresses.
Yeah,
so
it's very
interesting
funny
stuff. But I think, I don't know if that makes me clown or not. What do we think?
That kind of gives me tangerine slut kind of vibes.
Yes.
Like, gives me 1989 TV kind of vibes.
Yeah.
But I mean, the orange, anytime I see orange, it's just, I don't know
Flamingo
what.
pink, Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah.
Clink, clink, right? Yeah,
Being as young as hard.
Yep.
Getting, what is it?
Aquamarine.
Tangerine,
pool.
neon lights, this is luxury.
Yes,
You're
yes.
not saying you're in love with me, but you're going to. Yeah.
One of my
anytime I
songs.
see, so good.
Yeah.
Anytime I see orange, I'm always like, oh,
Yep.
I don't know what about, but it
Something's
just,
up.
makes my eye twitch a little,
yeah,
you know?
go,
Ooh, ooh.
You know,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm looking even further into it. So just things to think about heading into the last couple of weeks. I think that, it's now or never, girly pop.
Yeah, literally.
If she's gonna release something, or if she's gonna, announce something, or what, we're coming down to the wire. We're still, or at least I am still, and I assume you are as well, unsure if that will actually happen. Who knows?
Right.
But it does seem like if it's on the horizon for the Eras Tour, it's coming.
Totally.
It has to come.
And you're gonna want to get there.
Yeah, you are.
You're gonna want to get there, see those beads hanging in the stadium lights.
Yep.
See the orchid tropical dream sunset dress glistening.
Yes.
With Game Time.
With Game Time, because what time is it?
Game Time.
Game Time. We love Game Time. Game Time is our bestie through the end of the year. We love them so much. And what you guys remember, you've heard us talk about it now for weeks, is that we were able to go to the Miami Night 1 show because of Game Time. And so they saved our lives, and they're saving lives 1 week at a time. Last week, of course, we had off from the Eras Tour. So everybody was, hopefully everybody made their plans, booked their hotels and their flights, and they're headed on up to Toronto and or Vancouver, courtesy of Game Time.
Yep. I'm looking at the Game Time app right now. I'm seeing some good deals for Thursday for sure. Some good deals all weekend, but Thursday I'm seeing some.
Thursday I bet does have good deals because it's like a school night
I'm
kind of,
seeing cheapest. I'm seeing Fire.
Ooh.
This is in like the 400s area.
Perfect.
You can see the whole stage up there.
Yes, you can.
We've seen some good deals in the 100s area too.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah, lots of tickets on the floor too. Lots of tickets on the floor.
Oh yeah, wow. Wow.
But it seems like Thursday's popping off.
Fabulous.
Saturday's popping off. Lots of.
Perfect. If you haven't, so if you haven't gotten yourself tickets, or if you haven't gotten yourself to the Eras Tour yet, this sounds like the perfect time, perfect opportunity.
Perfect
Go
time.
ahead, check it out. Go out on a school night. Go crazy Thursday night.
Thursday.
Or take yourself on
I love
Saturday.
Thursdays.
Me too. I love
They're
Thursday.
like kind of better than Fridays.
I agree. I like to stay in on a Friday personally, but
I
not when the Eras Tour's in town.
No.
Not when the
Hell
Eras
no.
Tour's in town. Get yourself out to one of the last shows. Obviously, Eras Tour has been a monumental thing in pop culture, in the world, in Taylor Swift's life, lore, all the above. So if you haven't been able to make it, or you are just dying to go again, check out Game Time.
Yep. You guys know how much we love Game Time. And now with their brand new Game Time Picks feature, they're making it even easier to get to a game. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. Just pull up your chosen event and turn on the GT Picks setting at the top of the screen, or browse the best local Game Time Picks deals near you on your Game Time app homepage and take the guesswork out of buying tickets. With Game Time, download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code TWATCH for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code TWATCH for $20 off, and download the Game Time app. Download the Game Time app today.
Yep.
What time is it?
Game time. Okay. Perfect. So before we get into the rest of it, a lot of things went down over the weekend. Since we recorded on Wednesday. So much. So we will get into all of that. I say we go chronologically.
Okay.
But before we get into Taylor news, we have something major to address.
Major
to discuss.
announcement.
Gia is a mother.
I gave birth on Sunday.
Congratulations, Gia.
Thank
Tell
you.
us everything.
Oh my God. I have a daughter and her name is Anchovy. And she is the most precious kitten on planet Earth. Not even kidding. I went to the shelter on Sunday just to look.
Yeah.
Except I had like a little feeling. I was like, I just feel like it's never going to be like the perfect time.
No,
like,
of course not.
I just have to, if I feel something, I'm not going to force anything.
Yeah, of course.
And she just caught my eye. She was the last one of her litter to be adopted. She was by herself.
Oh my God.
She was so cute. They let me open her cage and I put my hand in and she just immediately put her paw on my hand and started like nuzzling me and showed me her belly. And I was like, oh, she's my child.
That's your cat. Yeah, that's your cat. That's
your
child. That's your baby angel.
And she was just so sweet. And she was $50.
Wait, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So explain how you adopted her.
Yeah.
But there's a way of like, because we had been talking about this. I forget if it was on the podcast or not, but we were talking about a few weeks ago how it's like difficult sometimes to like foster cats. You have to fill out a million applications. You have to do all this bullshit. It's almost like they don't want you to have a cat, and it's very frustrating.
So I posted a TikTok complaining about that because there was this one cat that I follow this woman on Instagram, and she has fosters and like will post like if there's a a cat that needs a home or adoption, whatever. There was this really cute cat. She was 3 years old. Like she looked so cute and chubby.
Precious.
And I was like, I'm interested, whatever. She sent me the link to fill out the form. It was like 10 pages long with like 3 letters of recommendation. I'm like, in what world?
The letters of recommendation, like, I get it. I don't know. I'm
Like,
torn.
no.
I'm torn.
Exactly. I do understand the fact that they want these cats to go to a home, their forever home, somewhere where people won't return them.
I do respect that.
You want to vet these people, but there's a way to do it without the major inconvenience.
Right, exactly.
Like, meet them, meet the person one-on-one, go to their apartment, like.
For sure. It's also very, like, the paperwork that you fill out is extremely repetitive and also, like, just a little unnecessary.
It's unnecessary.
Like, some of it is like, what does this matter?
Yeah, it was like, when...
It's like they're looking for ways to trip you up.
Yeah, exactly. They were like, what kind of food would you feed her? And I was thinking to myself, she's like, 3 years old. She's been eating for 3 years.
Whatever
like,
she
whatever
likes.
food she's been eating. Yeah. Like, I don't know what she likes. Yeah, exactly.
Maybe they want to see if people are like, I would give her, I would chop her up some meat and give her some of my tacos I made for dinner. Like, maybe they're looking for
I give her
like that.
grapes. Grapes are so toxic
like
for cats.
Yeah,
but then on that TikTok, somebody commented, they're like, I got my cat from Best Friend Society in Soho, and it was relatively easy. It took a long time, because they went through her whole medical history, sat me down, and gave me the 411. But it was not the lengthy fucking questionnaire that
you were dealing with
that I was dealing with before.
And that to me says that it was meant to be.
I agree.
And but congratulations, it's so exciting.
Thanks.
So now it's what, day
two.
Day 2?
Or no, day 3, I guess.
Day 3, and then you have a little camera on her.
I have my camera. I'm watching her. She's hiding under the coffee table right now. She's like
so cute.
She's been so good, like a little too good. Where I'm like,
what's gonna happen?
When's the other hat gonna? What's the saying? Like shoe gonna drop? Shoe gonna drop? Because she's just been an absolute chiller. She plays like for like 20 minutes during the day, and then like at night she runs around from like probably like midnight to like 12:30. And
I was to say, does she have that nighttime moment where they go crazy at night?
Yeah, like when I turn all the lights off in the apartment, that's when she starts going crazy. And it's like it's funny, it's cute, and like I don't always go right to bed when I lay down, and then like at like both nights so far at like 5, she's like come and like sat like on my face.
She's
and
coming
like,
up. Right. Yeah. Meow, meow, meow.
Yeah, and I like kind of naturally wake up at like 4:30 anyways, just because like I just wake up and then I fall right back to sleep. And she was so easy that like I just fell right back asleep. Like she didn't like.
It's fantastic. She basically does the same thing.
Yeah,
that's wonderful.
I was concerned. I was like, is she okay? Like, is she sad? Does she not like me because she was just like sleeping?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, no, she's a cat. That's what they do.
Cats do be sleeping.
Yeah,
that's what they
I guess because I thought
I worry about them too though, because it's like I don't know.
But they say 3 days. There's a 3-3-3 rule. 3 days to adjust to out of shelter life.
Yeah.
Because they need to like decompress and like de-stress.
That makes sense. Okay.
And then 3 weeks to assimilate to your routine. And then 3 months is like when she'll like really be like fully
when she's like, this is my home.
Yeah.
And it will feel that way.
Yeah.
Well, that's
but
so
I
exciting.
feel like she's already really loving.
She does seem extremely chill.
Yeah.
Like as far as like videos I've seen you post and stuff you've sent us, like she seems like the chillest cat in the world.
And it's been my dream. Like I was so
Anchovy is the
nervous.
cutest fucking name, by the way, and also perfect for you. Like so perfect for you. Everyone,
I know.
Real ones know Gia loves a tin fish.
I love a tin fish. I wanted to get 2 cats at once and name them Olive and Anchovy, but I'm really glad I just did 1 because like I'm so concerned about her all the time.
Of course, that's always my worry. It's like how can you? We were laughing yesterday. It's like, how can you leave the house? Like it's too. You have too much anxiety, like especially because you don't know like what she's gonna get into yet.
Yeah.
Like you don't know that kind of stuff.
I'm glad I have this camera so I can watch her, and she literally has just been. She was sitting on the couch when I left, and then she just moved and went under the coffee table. I think she's just like a little sad and bored and
She's
confused.
just chilling, right?
Yeah,
of
she's
course.
just chilling.
Yeah. She's like, listen, my mom's at work.
Yeah.
This is my time.
Yeah.
She'll get good though. She'll get comfortable, and that's
Yeah.
what I said. 3 months from now, she's gonna be, speeding around the Zoomies, like looking like crazy.
Yeah.
And that'll be hilarious to watch.
Yeah.
But wow, what an exciting time!
So exciting.
Oh, I love it. Gia, do you know what I had for dinner last night?
What?
A little turkey meatloaf.
Yum.
Broccoli baked. It was like baked in the oven.
Yum.
Broccoli and small potato wedge fries.
Love small potato
Courtesy
wedge.
of HelloFresh.
Love.
My favorite thing in the world. I have been, I'm just coming off of a trip. I just got my new HelloFresh box on Monday. I do 2 meals a week because usually that's all I can kind of, force myself to make is a couple meals a week. But it's the perfect amount for me. And these turkey meatloafs were absolutely insane, like much better than I thought they would be. Like I'm a meatloaf girl. I know that people are kind of are
Love
a
the
little
loaf.
torn. Yeah, torn on meatloaf. I'm a big meatloaf girl with turkey. I've never tried it before. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I have leftovers waiting for me in my fridge that I'm gonna have for dinner tonight. I can't wait. And that, of course, is all thanks to HelloFresh, my fucking favorite ass thing.
Love HelloFresh.
HelloFresh.
And like you said, if you're traveling a lot, if you're a little lazy with cooking, I'm super lazy with cooking. So this makes it so much easier. HelloFresh makes mealtime nearly hassle-free with delicious, home-delivered, chef-crafted recipes that come together quick and are less expensive than takeout. Whether you're craving hearty comfort food, trying to please picky eaters, or looking for a calorie-smart meal plan, that's also super convenient. You could pick the calorie-smart ones, which gives you like calorie-conscious meals.
I've done that for my next couple of weeks. I've done some calorie-conscious stuff because it's like it's just you
want to feel healthy.
You want to feel healthy, but the food is so good regardless. Like you can treat yourself with a little bit of a heavy ass meal, but the calorie-conscious stuff is equally delicious.
Yeah. HelloFresh has all these options and more available on a rotating menu of 50 recipes to choose from every week. I love HelloFresh so much because everything comes in like little pre-packaged packages, I guess you could say. Pre-portioned packages. Pre-portioned. Yes. So like even the salt, like the rosemary, everything is already packaged for you in the exact amount that
garlic
you need
powder,
it in. Exactly. So easy. So you don't have to worry about if you have the specific ingredients that it needs. They give you everything that you need, which is amazing. And they are flavorful meals, specialty ingredients, less food waste. So it's just amazing. You can customize recipes so each meal is the way that you like it. There's always options to trade or upgrade.
Like my turkey meatloaves. I could have changed that to beef or chicken, but I liked the turkey.
Love. Yeah, they give you a lot of extra options if you don't like what you're seeing on the menu so far. You can swap out the side dishes, which is amazing. So get 10 free meals at HelloFresh.com/free TaylorWatch. Applied across 7 boxes, new subscribers only, and varies by plan. That's 10 free HelloFresh meals. Just go to HelloFresh.com/free TaylorWatch. And you had an exciting weekend too.
I did have an exciting weekend. I was in Nashville.
Yeah, so fun.
Which was actually so fun. So it was the first time I've been to Nashville where it wasn't like a total work trip. The only other 2 times I've been there were for reality shows, and so we had to like be doing shit the whole time. We did get to go out a little bit, but like I didn't really get to leisurely have brunch and like have like a do like a little walk around Broadway, whatever. So I got to do all that. Got to go on one of those buses.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hell on Wheels. Shout
Who
out
were
to
you
Hell
with?
on Wheels.
Like random girls?
I was with our whole crew. I
saw Noah, Tommy, and Marty.
Yes. And
who
then
was the other?
There's
Glenny's Angels.
Rhea Flan, and then like Sarah and Maddie were there.
Okay.
And then Glenny's Angel. Of course.
Yeah.
And then who's like a lovely.
I'm sure.
And then so randomly, people that care about Barcelona will laugh at this, and nobody else will know or care. But we're on this thing, which was so much fun, by the way. If you're in Nashville, the Hell on Wheels, it's very funny, and like the people that run it work with veterans, and it's all very cool. Happy Veterans Day, belated, by the way.
Oh yeah.
And so, we're coming back down Boulevard in the last the Boulevard, Broadway. And as we're in like the last 20 minutes of our ride or whatever, it rained the whole time, by the way, but it was like covered, so it was okay. But we look over and Wonton Don and Corey Rutledge were standing on the street.
Oh.
And we didn't even know they were in town. And then they saw us, and then they ran up to Hell on Wheels, and they jumped on and rode the rest of it with us.
That's awesome.
It was like ridiculous.
That's
like,
hilarious. Were they doing a Discovery?
They were doing his Donnie was doing his own video. He had been doing a video with Biz earlier in the day. And I guess Corey was there helping.
I never realized
I'm not even
that.
sure.
And no offense to Wonton Don when I say this, but I didn't realize that he has such a big platform.
Oh no, he's
like
he's like OG.
Yeah, he's like an OG
he's
like
so
travel guy, and he like does those like videos where he like goes live and will just like walk.
Yeah, it's
and
awesome.
Those are so interesting.
He's if you don't follow him, the Wonton Don, Donnie does. He also goes by.
Yeah.
But he.
We have too many Dons.
We have so many Dons and Donnies and Don whatevers. But no, Wonton Don's been around for a long time, and
he's an OG.
He did travel stuff before he even worked for Barstool. So he's like
okay, that makes sense.
Like always been. He lived in China for a long time. He's traveled all over the world.
Yeah, he went to Qatar for the
World Cup.
Yeah, crazy.
He's like, I would say, the only guy in the company that's truly traveled all over the place.
Yeah.
You know who has actually though too is Chef Donnie. Speaking of another
Don,
that's
true.
because he used to be
a chef.
He used to be that too, but he also used to be Wonton Don's camera guy.
Oh, that's
China,
funny. Oh,
which is so random. I know.
That's so funny.
So they were like friends with that.
Double
and then,
Don.
so it's just there's a lot of Barstool lore that you can get into if you are looking for it.
There really is.
And so Nashville was fabulous. I had a really nice time with everyone. It's it's funny how you go, and obviously Chicks in the Office show is fantastic, incredible. If you have the opportunity to go to a Chicks in the Office live show, you got to go. Are you still going to Detroit, or you got your daughter?
No,
all right, good.
Yeah.
So fabulous. So I was saying that it's fun, like going out with everyone from work, and how some people, and I mean a lot of people at work, but it's funny how like some people you become closer friends with, and like so I'm like in an Airbnb with Glennie and Tommy, and it's like that's kind of weird, but it's like, oh, they're my friend, they've been my friends now for however many years, and it's funny when your like coworkers become your friends, and then it's just like a nice thing. So it was just a really nice, like it was a nice weekend. But
I know I don't have like anyone that's my age like here.
It's honestly true. Well, you had like
I had,
Madeline. Yeah, but you kind. I've kind of noticed that about Chicago is like they've got the younger kids going
and I'm
on.
like,
that's like the kids'
where
house.
Where my kids at?
Exactly. That's like the kids'
just
house.
Just me and Dukes.
I know. I always forget he's your age too.
Sorry, but what were you?
More kitties up in here.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that kind of speaking of Barstool lore, we can kind of transition right back into our Taylor talk. For those who, are living under a rock or something, more Barstool lore. Brianna Chicken Fries, Zach Bryan have broken up.
Yep.
I don't know if we really talked about their breakup or anything. We did start to talk a little bit about the downfall of Zach Bryan. The reason we're talking about this is because obviously Zach talked shit about Taylor.
Yeah, and
tried to walk it
karma
back.
comes
Voodoo,
back around.
Trash
always takes itself out, like
every
literally
fucking time. Every fucking time. And we don't have to talk much about it because I think that obviously they did a bunch of diss tracks with BFFs, and Dave is kind of taking over that front. And he's the front lines for the
country
fight.
Country
ditty.
Write another song, make it like a country ditty.
I like
the OG version the best.
Yeah, the best. I'm
Trust me, catch your pants on fire. Tinder Bumble Raya. Knew you was a liar.
You're a douchebag. Yeah, it's just great. It's just really good.
So funny.
It's just good. It's very clever. Everybody in this Barstool house helped write for these things, and everybody's kind of having fun with it and making lemonade out of lemons as far as they can. But I think that it hopefully makes more sense to the Taylor Watch crowd why we were so anti-Zach Bryan always.
Right. Yeah, honestly.
Everybody, we know a certain amount behind the scenes, and I think that, we're happy. I know I'm happy specifically. I don't want to speak for you as well. We're very happy that this guy's out of town. You know what I mean? Fuck this dude.
Yeah, what?
Fucking
yeah, oh my God, of course.
No, right? Get out of town.
I've hated him since...
You have. Much longer.
Much longer. I never got a good vibe from him, ever.
No one did.
Yeah.
No one did.
No.
And I think that's what makes this so, sad
so much
and
stuff.
awful.
Yeah. From the beginning,
Yeah.
or not the beginning, but like as things kind of went on, and
You
yeah,
could tell there was a shift. There was
Yeah.
like a clear shift in the situation. I think we all were like,
yeah,
we're not sure what's going on here. One of those things where you have to like your friends get caught up in stuff with guys or girls, whoever they're dating, and sometimes it's like, you know, you got to let them figure it out.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it sucks. Like that sucks to do, but at least you can be honest about it. And I am proud of us for always hating him.
yeah. I just I just feel like he deserves like the worst in the world, and I've been seeing so much stuff online just about people being like, oh, like there's two sides to every story, like blah blah blah. Like there's no two sides here. This is the truth.
Yep.
There's so much evidence to back it up, like that has not been put online.
Right.
That like you don't even want to second guess if this is real or not,
No.
because like if you want to know,
We're
it's
telling you.
Yeah, like and it's also like it's like I know things, you know things, Grace, like everyone has heard this stuff, has seen things, has seen the evidence of things, whatever. Like we would not all be like. I mean, I guess if it is a coworker, obviously we would all be riding for this person.
We'd
but
have
like,
their back, but not with this amount of gusto.
Yeah,
I think that's what people are
it's
kind
just
of
like
missing.
we know
like,
for a fact that this is all real and real life and like very true. So it's just like so disturbing. And watching like the BFFs episode, like that was even more stuff that I didn't really know about, and I was just like, sheesh, like this guy is a terrible, evil demon from hell.
Completely. And it's also like anyone who even thinks, oh, two sides to every story, like this is the most tame version of the story that you could possibly know. Like it's just, I don't, you know,
and
what a
like
fucking prick. Like, and so, but kind of going back, and we're not even surprised, and we weren't surprised at the time of this, like talking shit about Taylor Swift and then trying to backtrack and whatever, and clout chase and get to his show and like do all this bullshit. It's like that's his MO, and like we know that's his MO. It's like he spouts off a bunch of bullshit when he's drunk or when he's feeling obnoxious or wanting attention. And then when it backtracks, he tries to play victim and tries to act like, oh my god, you guys, the Swifties are so mean. I'm
going through
Twitter,
something.
Going through something right now. I got this going on, this going on. It's like, bitch, no. Like you're what you need. I think Bree said best. What you need is fucking to go through his therapy. Like it's insane.
When I go through something, I don't like emotionally abuse my significant other. I don't like throw their phone. I don't scream in their face. I just talk about it. You know, maybe I'll like watch a movie, like mope
maybe
a little
call
bit.
My friends.
Yeah,
you know, hey, I'm think I'm doing something wrong here. Can
Yeah.
somebody help me out? I need somebody to give it to me straight. Like I'm being an asshole, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't fucking know.
You can't excuse. Obviously, if you're having mental health issues, like there's a period of time I feel like where you have a little bit of a grace period, like you're going through something, I understand, you don't know how to handle it mentally, you're lashing out, whatever. You cannot excuse poor behavior with mental health anymore, you know.
No, you
like
can't,
it just
don't conflate the two.
Because and then it paints people that struggle with mental health issues as these terrible people.
Well,
and
it makes you roll your eyes at the idea of mental health. Because so many people are like, going through something. And it's like, no, you're an asshole. Like, yes, you might be going through, so you might have deep-seated issues that you've never addressed, clearly. But don't blame it on that. Like, you're not trying to, this is a pattern now.
Yeah.
And pattern behavior that goes ignored is dangerous and toxic, and just fuck this guy. And I think that you know, he can rot in hell, just like we said.
And now we have a new Swiftie.
Yep, new Swiftie on the scene.
Bree.
Which I, of course, not surprised. And I think something that
it's inevitable, you know, like
it's inevitable. Something that I know that we've definitely said before on the show to people who may or may not, who might be dipping their toes in Swiftiedom or anything like that, is that like they find you, Taylor finds you when you need her most. You know what I mean? Like she's almost like what's like one of those things where it's like you know, like around Christmas time, it's like the Christmas wish comes around when you need it most.
Yeah,
like that's kind of like the thing. Like
like the North Star. I don't know.
Like there's some sort of like, you know, fairy tale where it's like you only get something when you need it most, or you only understand something when you need it most. And I think that Taylor is, and her lyrics and her songs, and she herself as a human being has been through so much, and she's shared so much, and she's described things so eloquently in her songs. And, you know, we've said time and time again how sometimes we'll listen to these songs and we're like, that's exactly how I feel. I just didn't know how to put it into words, and she did it perfectly.
Yep.
And now Bree's experiencing that for the first time, which is a magical time.
She has so many songs, so many good songs for her situation.
Yeah, she really does.
Yeah.
She really does. So she'll
Which
be
she
on that train
posted.
for a while.
She posted Better Man and Taylor's version and My Tears Ricochet Lawn Pond sessions.
Yes.
And I swiped up. I was like, oh my god. It's so funny.
My Tears
because
Ricochet.
My Tears Ricochet. I'm like, that song is amazing.
Did you send her our video from Miami?
Oh, yeah, should have. But I literally have spent all the time I was on Player and Brie, I was fighting for my life trying to get both of those girls to like Taylor Swift.
Yep.
So it is so funny to me now that she's like, oh, I love her. And I'm like, girl, I've been trying to tell you.
I know.
I told her to listen to It's Time to Go.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
It's Time to Go is great. I think Tortured Poets is really hitting.
Yeah,
hitting for her
Tortured
as
Poets
well,
is probably really hitting hard right now.
This guy's a Maddie Healy type times 20.
Yeah, literally. Maybe even worse, honestly.
Definitely worse.
Yeah.
I think I think though really the comfort that these lyrics and just knowing that other people have gone through the same shit or at least the same emotions is very healing. And she was saying like music's healing me in ways I'm
happy for her for that.
You know,
like,
that's the name of the game, man. That's what we love it. That's
Another,
why we're so sane.
Yeah, exactly.
You and me.
Exactly. Like
we're so good all the time.
I love adding a new Swiftie to the community.
Always.
So we welcome with open arms.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
With arms wide open. We played that on the bus the other day.
Ooh, I love
Hell
that.
on Wheels. I was really screaming. So I have no voice today. No, I have a cold. I have a cold for dancing in the. No, actually, Rio was on aux the whole time. And until the end, and then all of a sudden we were hearing Tommy Smoke's raps, and it was like, oh, and he was like, whoa, who's singing this? This is so good. And we were like, Tommy, put your phone away. But I like his raps though, so I was singing, unfortunately.
I know. I kind of wish he made a diss track.
I know. He did do a little.
I liked
he made
his
some
bar
bars,
about
he made some bars.
I forget. I watched his TikTok.
Morgan, but you'll never be Morgan.
Yeah. That was a really good one. It was like heartless. Yeah. You may be heartless, but you'll never be Morgan or something. Oh, like liver organ.
Yeah.
I love that.
Something. Yeah. But yeah. So I think that lessons learned.
Yep.
If you're feeling down, feeling misunderstood, feeling alone, feeling sad, music is there for you. Taylor Swift is there for you.
It is really so crazy. Like people I talk to that are like, oh yeah, I listen to podcasts, whatever. I'm like,
oh my God.
How do you not listen to music like every second of every day? Like when I'm just chilling, like
that's
I'm
opposite
always...
for us. Like we want you to listen to Taylor Watch, but this is your only break.
Oh right,
like,
duh.
Yeah,
oh my God,
this is your only break. No, but it is true. Like I don't.
I mean, we sing on this podcast.
We sing all the time,
yeah.
but it's not. It's like you gotta mix in music. You gotta do other things. Like podcasts are great, but you gotta. It's something in your head. I think.
Feeds your soul,
calms you down a little bit. Like I listen to music every day on the way to work. Like
totally.
I'm always listening to music on the way to work.
I know that I'm like stressed or like really anxious or anything if I can't I can't listen to music if I'm like walking to work and I'm not listening to anything. Like I know I'm like oh
You're
God,
going through it. Like not even music can distract me.
Yeah, exactly.
Also sometimes I'll be listening to music if I'm in that kind of mood and it'll make me too anxious. I have to turn
exactly.
Yeah, it's tough. But anyway, so if somebody in your life, if you're going through something and you feel like you need a helping hand, like we said, turn to music, turn to Taylor Swift.
Yep.
Let's see what else she had a lot of stuff going on this weekend. We had the Grammy nominations.
Oh yeah, yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, so
she got how many noms?
7, I believe.
Yeah.
Which at first though, everything. Let's say Taylor Swift. I should have written these down. I
can pull it up on the Taylor Watch page.
Oh, is it listed out already?
Yep.
I didn't even see it.
She got Best Pop Duo / Group Performance, Us with Gracie Abrams. Best Pop Vocal Album, TTPD. Song of the Year, Record of the Year, Album of the Year, Best Music Video. And all those, Song of the Year is Fortnite, a Record of the Year is Fortnite, Best Music Video is Fortnite.
Fabulous. So 6 only. I thought it was 7 for some reason.
6.
So I think fantastic.
7 is how many times she's been nominated for Album of the Year.
Oh, yes.
She broke that record.
Yes.
Past Barbra Streisand.
Oh,
Babs.
Oh, Babs.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Babs is like, excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse you. What does she do? She's so
I don't really know
theatrical.
Barbara. Like,
I only
what's
know
like a Barbra Streisand song?
I don't know if she has songs. It's more so she's a performer. You know what I mean? Like, funny girl, I guess.
Right.
Like, all those things. But I am very excited. Can I say something though, Gia, that may sound like a little crazy and a little sacrilegious? She's nominated for in all the big categories: record of the year, album of the year, best music video, song of the year, like literally all of it. You know, she's good. I'm kind of glad though that it's not more than this, because I do feel like that like the people just get so worked up. You know what I mean?
Can I say even something even more sacrilegious?
Yeah, what? Say it.
I don't know if she deserved Song of the Year and Record of the Year noms.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, no. I agree.
Because, okay, wait.
Deserves isn't the right word.
Is not the right word.
Yeah.
She deserves it. I don't know if, maybe I'm biased towards Fortnite because Fortnite just never really had a big impact on me.
I love Fortnite.
I like
she's
song.
got bigger and better songs.
Yeah, exactly.
Over the years that she's won for that, we're like, wow, yes, absolutely.
And to not have "We Can't Be Friends" by Ariana Grande on that list, at least for Record of the Year,
wait a minute,
production.
I'm sorry. Ariana Grande got fucking hosed.
Snubbed.
Absolutely
snubbed beyond compare.
I'm devastated for her.
Devastated
Obviously,
for her.
she's on the Wicked press tour. She's not worrying about it right now. She's crying with Cynthia Erivo.
They're crying nonstop.
They cannot stop crying. And it's funny and laughing at it, but that has to be exhausting. They have to be so tired.
They must have the best sleep of their lives after these interviews, because after I cry, I literally pass out for hours.
But I have never seen someone get disrespected by the Grammys so much.
Eternal Sunshine it's
fantastic.
Such a good album, and production wise,
was
phenomenal.
It too long ago, maybe, that they didn't want to? It was definitely
it came out
right before TTPD.
Yeah,
right?
It came out
like a month before.
Eternal Sunshine.
End of March, maybe. So I remember being in
March,
Connecticut.
March 8th. March 8th.
Yeah. I remember being in Connecticut for March Madness, weirdly, and I was listening to it while getting ready to go out.
And it's We Can't Be Friends, I feel like, had such a bigger cultural impact than Fortnite, just
and the video
dancing wise, TikTok, social media wise, just I don't know about numbers. I'm sure probably maybe Taylor beat her in that category number wise,
because she always and
Swifties also I don't want to say that it's Taylor taking Ariana's spot. I'm just saying in general, Ariana deserves
she should have
one
been on
of
that
those.
List. She
should have been on that one of those lists. And I just don't know if Fortnite was that strong of a song for both categories. I definitely think it belongs there for sure.
Yeah.
Either or, but I just feel like something, I don't know if maybe they did it because Taylor's so big right now, and obviously she has such an impact.
Make sure they want her at the show.
Yeah,
of course she's always gonna go to the show. She's always gonna go to the
it's
Grammys.
just and it's album of the year. Why the fuck are we giving nominations? No offense, Jacob Collier, he's so talented.
Yeah.
No one gives a flying F about Jacob Collier. Sorry.
No,
and Andre 3000's album is instrumental.
I didn't even know he had an album.
Yeah.
and that's
there's
serious.
No lyrics. I don't know.
Maybe I'm living in girl world, because it's I only the new music that I know is exclusively from
girls.
Women.
Yeah.
I don't know any, and I must we must just live in girl world,
makes no sense. Yeah. I think TTPD should win album of the year, no doubt.
Yeah. Do you think so?
Yeah.
I am torn. I'm torn.
I would like to see
if I would have thought, honestly, Eternal Sunshine would have been a good.
I would have preferred Eternal Sunshine over TTPD, honestly.
Yeah.
If honestly, this is going to sound kind of crazy, but I think Hit Me Hard and Soft, probably one will win. Two, if I had to pick another album, I would pick that one too.
Yeah,
just because it's really. Have you taken a listen?
I've taken a listen.
Yeah.
I
didn't love it.
I don't know all that. No, I liked it. Yeah. I just and I really like Billie Eilish. She has a very similar sound kind of across the board for me, even on the new stuff. I just have to be in the right mood for it.
Yeah.
But I liked it very much. It also had a huge pop culture impact.
Totally,
it was a big deal. Although, can I be so fucking real? Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess.
I know. I just
blows. I think in terms of what's my favorite here, blows them all out of the water.
Well,
and
it is
Torture
crazy.
Poets, it's literally neck and neck. I'm constantly listening to Rise and Fall. I know every song. Like
I
it's
just get
it's just
conflicted
I
with
love
that
it.
too because it came out so long ago.
That is also so true.
Like,
so
it's
it's like
just
what's
like,
the cutoff?
Yeah,
you know?
like what?
I think her being nominated is good, but
oh yeah, totally.
But yeah, so let's see. The album of the year, just so we know, nominees are Cowboy Carter, which
I think
you're welcome, Beyonce, because that no way.
Beyonce might win.
You think? I mean, they gotta just give.
They
it to
have
her
to
at
give
this
her
point.
one.
Just give her
but
one.
I think Cowboy Carter had the message of Cowboy Carter was
Yeah.
very impactful, like
Yeah,
in the
okay.
country world. I think.
Sure.
So I think, and I liked Cowboy Carter a lot. Honestly, I really
liked
did.
it.
Yeah.
I just think, like, again, unfortunately, nothing will ever top Lemonade, and she got fucking hosed that year
Yeah,
as well.
like-
and since then, I just haven't felt like, oh yeah, Beyonce's really in the conversation here.
Yeah.
You know? Compared to some of the others, but no, it's like I want her to win album of the year so that they can stop freaking out about it. You know what I mean? It's like just give her.
I
it.
feel like
why
Cowboy
not?
Carter, and this is also going to be another hot take.
Yeah.
Short and Sweet.
Yeah.
Kind of fell off for me after a certain point. Like I
Yeah.
was really listening to them so much, and then I just completely stopped.
I totally
Like
agree.
I don't remember last time I went to Sabrina
I
Short and
totally
Sweet to
agree.
listen to.
I had it on the plane a little bit just because I was looking for something upbeat. I had been drinking champagne, so I was like, and some of
Yeah.
the short and sweet stuff was good. But wait, so Cowboy Carter, New Blue Sun, that's the Andre 3000 album. Did Jesse Volume 4 is Jacob Collier. Short and Sweet, Torture Poets, Rise and Fall of Midwest Princess, which is Chappell Roan, by the way, sorry. And then Brat and Hit Me Hard and Soft. And speaking of Brat, like remind me to get into Brat in 2 seconds because we'll finish up the Grammys talk, but we have to talk about Brat. But I think in that list, album of the year, the sacrilegious thing that I really was meaning to say before, and I kind of floated around because I got scared, but now I have the confidence to say it.
Oh wow!
I don't want Taylor to win album of the year. I don't want it because I don't want people to freak out about it, or I don't want people to blame. I don't want the Bayhive coming for her. I don't want Billie Eilish fans talking shit. I don't want Ariana fans talking shit. I don't want Chappell Roan fans talking shit. All of the stands in that category talk so much shit about Taylor that I'm almost like, Taylor, this album was fucking fantastic. We all die for it. We love it so much. Give Fortnite a couple just for appearances. You know that we all love it so much and it deserves every Grammy in the world. I just want her to have a break from these fucking stands online.
I
Does
get
that make
that.
sense?
I get
Like,
that.
That's what sacrilege is
Purely
about.
because of
It's
the
like,
backlash. Yeah,
she deserves it, but I'm like, fuck. Like I just don't want to hear it. I don't want to see Beyonce roll her fucking eye. If I see Billie Eilish do one like petty backhanded compliment on a stage about Taylor Swift winning a thing, like I'll punch her in the face. You know what I mean? Like Billie Eilish loves doing that shit, and I love Billie Eilish, but she loves to be like backhanded whenever she talks about shit like that. And if I see one more fucking interview about her, if she doesn't win, you know, whatever, it's almost like shut these people up for now.
Yeah,
like, so they can all
Billie's
stop.
won a lot of Grammys.
Exactly. I know. So like when she talks shit, like I don't know. And again, she doesn't like outwardly talk shit or say names specifically, but you always know who she's talking about.
Yeah.
And I just feel like she's always doing it. She's kind of laid off, I guess, recently. Like she doesn't say much, but I want to talk about Brat.
Yeah.
Because did you see this fucking
Yeah,
shit?
the Jelly Roll shit.
So Jelly Roll, who seems lovely, went on to a podcast and was talking. I want to actually read exactly what it said. I should have copy pasted it. He says, Jelly reveals in a new. Oh, it's fucking Pat McAfee. Of
Jelly
course.
reveals.
Jelly. Did I say that?
That's what it is.
Jelly reveals. Jelly Roll reveals in a new interview with Pat McAfee that Charlie XCX and her team manufactured 40,000 album sales in an attempt to get the #1 spot on the Billboard 200. Luminate later rejected the sales and ended up giving Jelly Roll the #1 on the Billboard 200, selling 161,000 units or whatever. Jail. I mean,
how do you
what
not go
are
to jail?
we doing? Like, what are we? But again, like. The conversations, like, and of course, when truth comes out, it's
crazy.
quiet.
Yeah.
No one has said this.
That is
no one has talked about this.
I wonder if that was like Charlie XCX's team. Like, I wonder if she had anything.
I'm sure it was.
How embarrassing.
No, it's embarrassing that information got out. It's like fire whoever got that information got out, and whoever like attempted to do it and failed in such a spectacular fashion that even Jelly Roll's team found out about it, and that Jelly Roll's saying it on a podcast.
And Jelly Roll's like a really nice guy,
super nice guy. So something weird, like I don't know, like it's
so
strange for him
wild.
to like even mention anyone's name. Like he keeps everybody's name out of his mouth. So I don't know. But
why are you trying to fucking fuck with the numbers?
Maybe Jelly Roll got shit. Like, did he get shit when he was #1 over Charlie? Maybe. Like, maybe he got shit on by stands.
I'm sure all the stands are fucking crazy. It's
for
like,
sure.
like I'm sorry that that the woman that you stan cannot get to number one.
Yeah.
Like that's not her fault. It's your fault. Listen to her more.
I say listen to her more. Get more obsessed.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
don't only listen to her when you're in the club. Like
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
thing. It's like it's Brat is a club album. Like there's
Yeah.
a couple of songs on Brat that are slower and more introspective and good, but most of them are literally when I get to the club I want to hit the
Club
classic.
classics. Club classics. Club classics.
And I love that song,
And
but
it's
I like
so-
it in the
also
club.
so funny because someone was breaking down how many writers each album has.
Oh yeah.
And
Saw this too.
you know, Cabra Carter has like 50.
Yeah.
But like, I also think she brought in a lot of
She brought in
black
so many
artists to help her with that.
and also a lot of collaborations
Yeah.
on Cowboy Carter.
Whereas Charlie XCX has like so many too, and
Yeah.
her lyrics are, "Can we do a little key? Can we have a
should
little
talk,
line?
talk, you should talk.
We should talk. Can you just talk to me?"
Which I also love that song, but it's like it does not take brain
Yeah.
brain science to or
Yeah.
like, you know,
I don't.
rocket science.
I would be a little annoyed if Brat won album of the year.
That would be crazy.
Solely based off the
Composition.
annoying fucking the composition
Yeah.
and the annoying fucking stands that have put this like rivalry
Yep.
between Brat and everybody else.
Yep.
So it's just like, yeah, fuck you and fuck Brat.
I know, like for real though, and you know, Brat Summer was
And
great.
I was a participant in Brat Summer.
Same.
I love Charlie XX. I love the album.
Mhm.
I love all the songs. I was listening to it nonstop. Brat Summer for sure. I just don't think it deserves a Grammy. And
I agree, and especially in light of this news. And I also think we
Yes.
need to stop acting like everybody's so fucking innocent.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to do that. Like
Mhm.
everyone needs to stop acting like
Take a look in the mirror.
There's not shit going on behind the scenes. People are juicing their numbers. So they can keep up with Taylor because the Swifties are a rabid fan base. Like
Yeah.
it is a dedication. It's a lifestyle. It's a it's everything.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry that the others aren't. You got to pay for 40,000 units so you can try to beat Jelly Roll. Like I don't know. Like that's tough. I'm sorry.
It's crazy.
Sorry that's happening to Charlie,
Yeah.
but that's what's happening. And I just think that that absolutely needed to be discussed because you can't get away with that. Not under
our watch. Not
Not
under
on
our
our
watch,
watch.
Charlie.
Not on
Yeah.
our watch, Charlie.
Yeah, it's hard because now I feel like with these Grammys coming out and everything, it's going to be a lot of pitting women against women. I feel like that's it's hard, but especially when you're all going up for an award. Like
Yep.
you have to kind of compare
the biggest award,
the artists in the
major award.
Yeah. So
Christmas.
fucking Andre 3000. How the like?
It is so great.
I'm convinced
You know what,
that
though?
they were like, we can't have all women, so let's just add
Let's
a couple guys
throw
in
a
there.
couple in there. I'm gonna listen to that album today and just see because
And
I
you're gonna
first
be
of all,
like this.
I love an instrumental album. And I do love Andre 3000. But here's the thing is I put on instrumental so I can read books.
No,
Like,
I love
don't-
Andre 3000
you know?
too. Like,
So I'm interested. But
Yeah.
it's like, maybe it's a similar thing. It'd be so funny if he won. Like if he won for like, because it's
oh
like
my god, it's
it
like what's
sounds
her
good.
face when that old lady won?
Oh my God.
What was it? It was like Song of the
Oh my
Year or
God,
something.
yeah, yeah.
And everyone was like, "Who the fuck?"
Damn, I
Yeah.
forgot about that old lady. I
forget her name, and she's not old. She's like
not
in her
old.
50s.
But I totally forget.
Yeah, she's like redheaded.
yes, not
Was it like her name was like
not
Bailey or like
Gretchen,
Benny?
no.
Let me look.
I know who
see
you're
if I
talking
can
about.
look it up.
the country. She's country. It was like last year.
She was like, yeah, it was last. Oh wait,
I totally forgot.
Song of the Year. Maybe was it
Not Lainey
Record of the
Wilson.
Year?
She's young, Lainey. I always think Lainey Wilson. I confuse this woman with Lainey Wilson all the time for some reason.
Fuck, I can't remember
can't
who it
either.
was. Past Grammy.
Was it Song of the
winners.
Year or Album of No?
Award nomination list of Grammy Award winners and nominees. Okay, wait. Okay, nominee. Nope, that's not what I want. Please show me. Why is it so hard? Oh, here we go. Wait,
66th Grammy.
Was it 66?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this one's coming.
When did it record? Oh wait, Record of the Year was Flowers. Album of the Year was Midnights. Song of the Year was What Was I Made For? Best New Oh, also Sabrina Carpenter is nominated for Best New Artist, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, that is
because
weird.
She's like not a new artist at all,
Right,
but I
she's been
guess.
around.
But that kind of happens with those artists. I feel like.
Yeah.
Was it
It
maybe
was-
2 Grammys?
Are you
ago?
sure it wasn't Lainey Wilson?
No,
Oh,
I'm
Best
100%
Country.
positive.
I'm looking at the.
I know
looking at the
Lainey
list,
Wilson,
too.
and she's
She's young.
yeah. Was it the 65th?
Not Joni Mitchell. No, she had her own. She had her own folk album.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. I think it was 65th.
Oh, okay.
Just was it that? Let me see. Yeah, Bonnie Raitt.
That's
just like
right.
that.
That's right.
Bonnie. Yeah. Okay. I was close. Yeah.
Totally forgot about that.
Yeah. Bonnie Raitt won song of the year, and that's and Break My Soul was on there. All Too Well 10-minute version.
Yep.
About Damn Time. Bad Habit, As It Was.
So funny.
As It Was should have won.
As It Was is so good.
Yeah.
So I mean the Grammys are.
You never know what's gonna happen.
You really never
know.
So
and fucking Jacob Collier could.
They're not
could
for a
win.
bit. They're not till like February.
Yeah,
right?
February. Yeah.
So we don't have to worry about it for a while. But we'll see what's going on. We'll see what happens. Sort of Grammy adjacent news. Speaking of Chappell Roan, split from her management, and is upset that people are posting about it. Which
she's just upset about everything.
Always upset.
She's always upset.
She's
she
always
literally
upset. She loves to cause a scene.
Commented on Billboard. Billboard is the music platform.
Billboard
they report on music. The Billboard Hot 100. Like everyone goes to Billboard for music information.
Yep.
She got mad at Billboard for posting that Chappell Roan split from her management.
She said, she's commented, y'all suck for this.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
They suck for doing their job?
I thought, too, when I saw the information.
It's not like they were like, Chappell Roan, like,
drama.
Causing issues with her management, blah, blah, blah. They're just like.
I think, too, it kind of makes sense that she would be getting new management because she's
blowing
major
the
fucking
fuck up.
superstar and whatever is happening. And I was reading a little bit on Twitter, and I forget who it was. Maybe Stevie Nicks. It may have been another important person, Stevie Nicks-esque. I don't think it was literally her. Could have been. I don't know. Who said that she saw the plans for Chappell Roan via her management, and that if they were pushing her the way that they were, that she was going to get burnt out. And then she did get burnt out. And so now she has this new management, but people were saying that this happens a lot when an artist goes from like moderately popular to superstardom, is that like the team is small and they're just trying to stay on it and stay good and schedule for everything, not thinking about how like artists fare in those new situations.
This is bringing them so much money.
Of course. Yeah. Bringing money, and also they feel like it's like we gotta ride this wave and do whatever we can. And so everybody's working their hardest, including someone like Chappell, but then you forget that at the end of the day she's a human being. And so there's an element of juggling things that are important and things that aren't, and so it makes total sense for her to have parted ways and found somebody new, maybe just people who are a little more seasoned.
I mean,
I think that's fine, and I don't know why she's mad about, like, why she's like, y'all suck for this, like, why, for what?
What's
her problem?
She just always has a problem. She just has
She's
a
always
problem.
had a problem. She's
with
always had a
something.
problem.
I don't know. It could be at any given day. It could be something, and I mean, honestly. Sure. Like, just let her.
Whatever.
If she wants to cause a tiff about literally every fucking thing in the world, then that's fine. Like, she just.
That's what she is,
that's
I
kind of,
guess.
I've heard through the grapevine that she's, like, just an absolute nightmare to deal with.
Of course.
But I don't know how true that is. And, like, I do feel like female artists get such a bad rep, like, if they are vocal about their wants and needs and whatever. Like, so you never know.
Totally.
Like. It could be just some asshole dude spreading rumors that like when she's just actually like trying to get what she wants.
For sure.
And
when she's acting like a man, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Always happens. Kind of like Martha. Did we we talked a little bit about Martha, did we? We don't have to talk about it though, because I'll talk about it for 25 minutes.
Who the hell's
the Martha Stewart documentary? Must watch. I actually don't think we've talked about it. A quick must watch. It's on Netflix. Martha is the original woman who should be singing "I'm so sick of running as fast as I can. Wonder if I get there quicker if I was a man." Like, she was like, her even going to jail, she was made an example of as a woman, first woman billionaire. Like, it's just crazy. Crazy. And her and Taylor actually have a lot in common in that way, and I think that everybody should go watch it. But
oh shit, I love her.
I love her so much. But yeah, maybe Chappell's just she just knows what she wants.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
You know,
like I don't want to like be like, oh, she's blah blah blah, but like. I guess she maybe just pick and choose your battles a little bit more, you know?
Yeah, I feel that way too. Yeah. It's like just roll your eyes and move on.
And if you're so annoyed with everything happening online, like maybe
take a step back.
Go off.
Maybe it's hard because she's a little bit younger. Like,
yeah,
she grew up online.
Grew up online. She like grew up on TikTok. She used to post like funny TikToks and stuff. Yeah.
So maybe it's an adjustment.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah,
it is so hard to become famous so
Yeah.
quickly like that. Like I can't
Totally.
imagine the adjustments to her life that she's had to make.
For sure. Nightmare.
So yeah, maybe she just lashes out every once in a while because she's like, I'm literally being worked to the bone.
I'm freaking out.
Yeah.
I'm so famous. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, I think I'd freak out too. Excuse me, Gia. Do we have a new spokesperson for Boll and Branch, our bestie, on the pod now?
We have a new Boll and Branch ambassador.
Yes.
Anchovy the cat.
Anchovy the
she
cat.
has been obsessed with my my Boll and Branch barstool blankie. She has been making biscuits like it's her job.
Double
She's
time
been
in the bakery.
double overtime. God, I'm like, girl, like take a break. She's like, I can't. This blanket's so comfortable.
This blanket just makes so many good biscuits. How could I possibly stop?
It's the most adorable thing in the world. And
Yes,
last night, I slept in my bed. I slept on the couch the previous night because I was nervous.
Yeah, of course.
And she loved my Boll and Branch comforter. She was
Ooh.
playing in it. She was rolling around. She was so comfy. It was the cutest thing in the world. So we have another lover of Boll and Branch.
Anchovy approved.
Yep.
Just like it's
Just
been
like
Momo
It's
approved.
been Momo approved.
Momo set the tone and guided the rest of the precious kitties into their favorite new biscuit factory.
Yep.
And I'm happy that Anchovy is also feeling the same because
Thank
I think that it is now no longer up for debate that Boll and Branch is kitty approved.
Kitty
all around.
approved. I put my sheets in the wash last night too, so they were all soft and warm and ready for me to roll up in. God, they're just the best. These sheets will immediately change your sleep and bring you the dreamiest bedding experience. They're made from finest 100% organic cotton and get softer with every single wash. Their signature sheets come wrapped and ready in a beautiful holiday gift box, so that's nice and easy for gifting season, holiday season.
Speaking of holidays, Boll and Branch, I forget if we talked about it at length, but we went to that little
the winter house.
We went to the Boll and Branch winter house recently. They had a beautiful, adorable little setup event at the Ritz around the corner from us at work, and we got to glimpse a lot of their holiday collection and
Love.
so, beyond
The red blanket.
If you're a burgundy girl, if you're a maroon,
Yeah.
there's a maroon blanket that
It's
you know,
like-
is Momo approved
it's
and
so
Anchovy approved.
beautiful.
Like it's just a perfect color. Like I'm a huge like maroon burgundy
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
like
color
a
girl.
cherry, like not even cherry. It's like a
Yeah.
dark like red winish maroon. Yes, so
burgundy
gorge.
probably a better way to describe a warm burgundy. I would describe it as. But please go check it out. They have sheets as well. They've all the towels too.
We're
Remember
getting
the towels?
vintage wash sheets sent to us, so we're gonna
Yes,
try
we are.
those out. So we
Very
can let you
excited
guys
about
know
that.
how those are too. Very exciting. We got lovely robes from them, which
Oh my
were
God,
amazing.
the robes!
Oh, I live in
can't
that
stop wearing
robe.
my robe. That's
I live in it.
So soft, so cool.
So
like
soft, very breathable.
Perfect. Very
because
breathable.
I had an old robe that I hated wearing because I put it on and I would sweat my dick off
Oh
wearing
yeah,
it.
no, you can't have that.
Love the Boll and
Boll and
Branch
Branch robe
robe.
is perfect.
You feel free.
Yeah, you do.
So gift you and your loved ones a better night's sleep with Boll and Branch. And right now is their best offer of the entire year. Shop their cyber event for 25% off plus free shipping on your first set of sheets. Just head to bollandbranch.com and use code TaylorWatch. That's Boll and Branch, BOLLAND branch.com. Promo code TaylorWatch. Limited time only. Exclusions apply. See site for details.
One last thing before we get back into more Taylor news is the Sabrina Carpenter concert that happened on, I think, Friday
Oh.
or Saturday. I'm not sure. A lot of things going on at this concert.
Oh.
A woman got in a fight with a child in the pit. Did you remember that video I sent you? The fuck was that? And it wasn't only that. It was like, and someone said it was like a backup dancer.
Someone said it was a backup dancer's mom.
I gotta find it specifically.
But like, if that's true, that's crazy.
That would be nuts. Like I would be pissed, by the way, like furious. Okay.
That's-
It says the mother-in-law of one of Sabrina, San Francisco. So the mother-in-law of one of Sabrina's backup dancers started a fight in the pit last night, and who knows if it actually is
Right.
this woman, but she's videoing. There's a bunch of girls around. She is kind of like leaning up on this girl, and I'm not sure why. And
No, we're like kind of like got physical.
no, and so I'm watching her. The mother, this girl, is getting leaned up on by this like older woman, mother or whatever, and she's not older. She's like maybe 40, and the girl like kind of leans over at her, says a little something. And then this woman who's videoing very intensely has a drink in her hand, throws a drink in this girl's face. And then the girl who got her drink thrown in her face pushes her, and then they're all pushing her. And it is kind of weird because like she's an adult, but there's there's a fight. And I'll say this, the girl who gets the drink thrown in her face and then throws hands is so me. Like, oh my god. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
oh my god.
Even this woman, like, she's look how much she's leaning up on her, like to the point where it's like you do think like, do they know each other?
What?
Like, what's
That's
happening here?
So annoying.
I wouldn't let somebody lean up on me for that long. You know that I can't stand that. If someone is touching me at the concert, if someone is touching me at the concert, I can't. It's like I see red.
Oh my god, no! I would be like, get the fuck out of here.
Really,
I would take her.
It looks like she was.
No, that's fucking crazy.
Like,
no, it looks like she was like drunk and like
recording.
trying to push forward and
right,
like
to record. And the girl's like, watch your, like, basically, hey, can you like give me personal
like, back
space?
the fuck up.
Which is always my number one thing at a concert.
That's
like,
why I hate GA.
Right, same. I could never do GA for that reason. I would literally get in 1,000 fights exactly like that. Like I almost killed a girl over the weekend because she came up, she like pushed me out of the way. I'm sure unintentionally, but then she did it like a couple more times and it felt more intentionally because she was trying to get to Tommy and Glennie. She was like, oh, but like didn't know who they were, but saw that like somebody else knew who they were. So she like pushed me out of the way to like get to them, and it was just rude. And I kind of rolled my eyes and was whatever. And then she kept going back and forth with her friend and like pushing me every time. And then I finally was like, oh, go right ahead. Like I did one of those. And they were like, yeah, thanks. And I was like, cunts. I'll fucking kill you. And then I like started seeing red, and then I'm telling everybody around, I'm like, those fucking girls coming back over here, I'll fucking kill them. They pushed me one more time. I swear to God, Gia, I like went
Kelly,
off.
I'm the exact same way.
It's like it's so rude, and like I'm not that, and I know you're not like that either.
Like it's personal space. It's respect for other people around you. I that happened to me at a bar I was at once. This drunk ass man was dancing, and he kept bumping into me and Mackenzie Lozano.
Yes,
and I turned around and I was like, hey, like, watch where you're going. And he was like, sorry, I'm trying to have a good time and dance, unlike you just standing there like a loser. I'm like, I'm right here.
We're moving normal over here.
There's so many fucking people on this dance floor. Like, I'm
flailing your fucking arms and being rude.
I don't need to do somersaults and fucking cartwheels on this dance floor. And then we got into like a verbal altercation.
Yes.
Because I'm like, I'm not gonna like let you speak to me that way. And yeah, if that woman, oh God, if that happened to me,
I would have beat the fuck out of her. Like I would have like punched her to the ground. Like,
it would
I
have
don't
been
care
bad.
how old you are, Grandma.
Canceled.
I'm punching you to the ground. No, I would have gotten canceled. I would have gotten canceled. I would have gotten arrested. Like I almost got arrested at Jason Aldean's. I was fucking screaming at those girls. And then they were like, and then they wised up because then I was yelling loudly. And, like for them to hear. And then they started talking, being like, oh, wait, like, what's wrong? Like, blah, blah, blah. But, like, not talking to me at all, but, like, talking to, like, Maddie and Sarah, being like, what's her, like, what, you know, and they were kind of saying what I said, but I was just like, ignore those fucking bitches. Like, I was just so mad at people who don't respect personal space. And it's like, if you're, like, running up to talk to my friends, so fine.
Yeah.
Just be kind to. There's still five of us sitting right here. Say excuse me. Say anything, and it's just like it's fucking crazy. So I kind of am on the side of that girl.
No, I'm totally on the side of that girl.
Yeah, and so
back
and
the fuck up. And like in the video, like there's so much space behind the
so
woman.
much
Like
space.
just take a step behind.
People are, and I think also too. This is a big shout out to people who are my age and above who go to these concerts. Don't get that drunk at a concert.
Yeah,
like these concerts are, because I feel like people my age and above just like are used to getting fucked up at concerts, whereas like these concerts are not really the place that you get fucked up. Like people drink, but it's like be casual about it versus like
because it's like a younger
concert,
crowd.
you get fucked up. Like when I was young, like younger, like early 20s, if we went to a concert, you like drank a fifth of liquor before you went. You know what I mean? Like it was like get so fucked up, like that you could barely.
I also feel like it depends on the situation, or it depends on where the concert is. Like if it's like an outdoor PNC, you're blacking out.
You're blacking out.
Beyond. Yeah,
for sure. But still, I just think that I have noticed this trend now of people who are like my age and above who are getting too drunk, and then they get in these like fights with these young girls. And it's like, stop with this. Like, grow up. Literally grow up. I'm talking to myself about how I yelled at those girls at the One Direction. Remember I told you that story? The GMA thing? But I was sober. That was 6 a.m. I just have an anger management issue. So like, don't run into me on the fucking floor. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to be careful.
No, I am right there with you when it comes to and I often find myself getting into pickles because I really can't help it. Like
no,
I turn a switch and like I just let it rip.
It's like incomprehensible.
Yeah.
It is incomprehensible to me how you can be so rude.
I-
That's why I just like cannot get it.
Do you
I
get
don't
road
understand.
rage?
Yes.
Yes, so do I.
Yes, but not as bad. Like road rage
I don't
is
get
fine
like,
you can just
what the fuck?
No,
fuck
no,
you?
no.
But like,
I can yell a little bit in the car,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's fine. But no, I don't get road rage in the way that I'm like I don't speed or like whatever.
yeah,
I
yeah,
just
no,
yell.
no,
I
no.
just
Like,
yell.
yeah, but you know, like one time I was on campus and
Oh God, yeah.
there's like a right turn side and a straight and right turns, and I
Yeah.
was in the straight and right turn,
Uh-huh.
and this truck next to me like was pissed off because I went straight. He's like, "You're supposed to take a right." He like yelled in his window, and I lowered my window. I was like, "You're a fucking idiot!" Like,
yeah.
like
yeah, of
read the
course.
fucking like marks, whatever. And he
Yeah.
followed me and was like screaming at me, and I thought he was gonna murder me. And thank God he
Of course,
didn't.
of
But yeah,
course.
that's when I was like, maybe I should have just kept driving.
Yeah, it's hard though because I yell at people like I
Yeah.
haven't driven in a while, but I yell at people outside of cars all the time. I'm always flipping everybody off no matter what. Like if you fuck with me on the road, I'm flipping you off and I'm driving up again to make sure that you saw it. Like that's how I was raised. Okay, that's how I was raised. You wouldn't last an hour in the asylum that we were raised.
Oh my God, that's so
But that's
funny.
that's just how it goes. And but yeah, so just don't be an asshole at these concerts. But
Yeah.
one last thing about this same concert, the Sabrina
I
concert.
think I know what you're gonna say.
The girl who peed on the
Yeah,
floor?
no, that's
What
disgusting.
the fuck? Okay, and again, that goes right
And
back to
I've seen
stop
that
getting so
happen
drunk
more
at
than
these
once.
concerts. Really?
Yeah,
I've
seen
before.
that, and I don't know if it was at a Taylor show or where it was, but somebody else did that, peed on the floor like that because like, I don't know, like they don't want to lose their spot or something.
They don't want to lose their spot in
fucking
line.
disgusting.
It's too hard to get to the bathroom or something, so they just like squat in the middle of the floor and pee on the floor.
Yeah, you.
What? Where
jail.
the fuck are jail?
Jail.
Are you an animal?
Yeah.
Like what? How were
This
you
is in a
raised? Who raised
barn.
you?
Yeah.
Insane to the point too where this girl's peeing on the ground and everyone is recording it. Now it's all around. To me, I'm like, what's going on with this person? She
Yeah,
does like a
yeah.
weird fetish thing. Like, what are you doing?
Oh,
Like, this is
God,
psychotic.
that's, like, it makes me
psychotic
wanna throw
behavior.
up.
Nothing is worth peeing on the floor in a
Ugh.
crowd of people. Nothing is worth
Ugh.
that. It's disgusting.
Disgusting.
Absolutely insane.
Disgusting. I can't even
And it was
imagine.
the San Francisco show, so I don't know what the fuck is going on in
What's
San
going on in
Francisco.
San Fran?
But everybody needs to get their shit together. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, let's come
San
on.
Fran has a bad aura. I've never met someone I liked from San Fran.
Yeah, kind of true. I have my bestie lives right. Sarah Beth lives right outside San Francisco, but not in it though.
Yeah.
So
No.
I just think that I think that people concert etiquette. We talk about it all the time. But you have to remember
That's
like,
just
concert
like
etiquette is so important.
you have no brain cells.
No
like,
brain cells.
That's just
Human etiquette.
crazy. Yeah.
Human etiquette.
You want to see me freak the fuck out? I can't even imagine what I would do if
think
that
I
happened
might
to me.
leave. Like I think I'd call police. I'd be like,
Yeah,
excuse me, police,
I would
please."
I would totally get security and get her. Be like,
100%.
I'd Karen the fuck out and be like, get her the
Absolutely.
fuck out of here now.
Absolutely, that's
Yeah,
insane.
where's the
That's just
manager?
no, straight up.
Yeah.
It's psychotic behavior. Absolutely psychotic.
I'd call Sabrina. I'd be like, Sabrina,
Yeah, so this girl's peeing on the
Yeah,
floor.
yeah.
Like, get this girl out of here.
stop the show.
Let's stop the show.
Yeah.
Just pee on my shoes.
That's like
There was a video of
that's
everybody holding up their,
disgusting.
you know, people like hold up
Oh,
their
yeah,
phones.
they're
It was
like, I got
I got peed on the floor or whatever. Fucking it's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. behavior.
crazy, psycho behavior.
Let's just watch yourselves at these shows. Don't get too drunk. Don't be an asshole. Like whatever. Luckily, during all this drama, Taylor had a weekend off.
Yep.
She's out and about with Zoe Kravitz, heading up
out until 5 a.m.
until 5 a.m. at the new Chez Margot, which is a new little loungy hotspot. I'm very
Love.
excited to
Okay.
eventually visit at some point.
You know what I was thinking when I was watching those videos of her? First off, I can't even imagine what it's like to go out until 5 a.m.
Oh,
You're
no,
crunk
no, no.
AF, walking out, and all
Dude.
you see is a
No, no,
million flashing lights. How do you not fall face flat
No
and like
idea.
literally go into a seizure?
No idea, and I am dying because I probably saw the same video as you, where she walked, immediately grabbed the thing on the side, the
I don't blame
banister.
her. Like,
no, of course,
she looked like she was a little wobbly.
I would need
like,
someone to like hold my hand or escort
no,
me.
I would
like,
need
you
two
know?
bodyguards to put
To
my
drag
hands
my
on their
lifeless
shoulders.
body down. 5 a.m. Me coming out of the club at 5 a.m. My eyeliner's down to here, and
Yeah.
my eyes are rolling to the back of my head, and I'm barely walking.
That's crazy.
I'm like, you know,
I had-
limping because I've
Yeah.
been dancing for too many hours. Like, it's crazy.
I was like, damn, respect to any celebrity that has to deal with that shit, because that is so fucking wild to have to leave a club and just get bombarded with flash like that.
Absolutely wild.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. She's with Zoe Kravitz. She's also with bestie Jared Carmichael and his friend and or boyfriend, I'm not sure, Ronan Farrow. And I was laughing so hard at the people online. Ronan Farrow is a journalist, has been for a long time. Helped pioneer the reporting on the Me Too movement. You know, also the son of Woody Allen, and he like hates his own father. You know, it's like there's a lot of stuff. He's a very famous person for very legitimate reasons.
Yeah.
And I was dying because he
Harvey
was in
Weinstein too.
Yeah.
The Me Too. Yeah.
Stuff.
Sorry. Yeah.
And so I was dying because there was a tweet being like, "This is Ronan Farrow," and then explained all those things.
Yeah.
And it was like, he's a friend of Taylor's, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, do people not know who Ronan Farrow is? Like,
I honestly didn't really know who he was.
I was shocked by that. But then I was
the
reading
name
the
is
replies.
familiar.
Mia Farrow is his mother. But then I was reading the replies, and someone was like, "Oh, love him. I recognize him from Drag Race." And then here we are again talking about Drag Race. I do forget, is sometimes a judge on Drag Race.
Oh,
and
that's
so
funny.
He looks like a plastic doll of Ken. Like he is always wearing, there's one specific episode where he's wearing like a light blue silk shirt that's unbuttoned down to here. And he has so much glitter on his chest. He looks like Edward Cullen. Like it's so funny.
I love that.
And he's so handsome, like beyond, like very, very handsome guy. And so it's just like, hilarious. But yes, open the schools for Ronan Farrow. But it seemed like she had a fun and funky night.
Yeah.
Zoe Kravitz, though, newly
Recently single.
So
yeah.
I gotta find out.
Gotta
the
help
tea
your
there.
girl out. Yeah.
Looks like
gotta
Zoe got Taylor in the divorce, huh?
That's not
Of course,
surprising.
yeah,
of
I think they
course.
were friends first.
I think
to
they
be
were friends
honest.
first. Yeah. And sometimes you got to take your girl out after
Sometimes
a
you gotta.
breakup till 5 a.m. party all night and
Yep.
have no regrets.
I watched Blink twice on the plane. Also,
That's pretty good.
I thought it was pretty good too. Yeah, it's
it was-
Glass Onion, by the way. It's the same
no,
movie.
exactly. Yeah, it's
literally the same
it's
movie.
like Get Out, Glass Onion,
Yep.
and there's one other thriller that it really reminded me of. Oh, The Menu.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It really
Yes.
reminded me of
yes,
that
yes,
too.
Yes, a lot of that.
Going to like the private
The
island.
little island.
Yeah,
for sure.
But yeah, I really like that movie.
It's good.
Yeah, and I'm happy for Tay. Hopefully Zoe's
Hopefully she's
hanging
doing
in
all
there.
right.
Yeah.
I'm curious to know what happened there. But I feel like that family, like the Kravitz, the Benet family.
Yeah.
They go through some stuff, and they're all very mature.
Yeah,
when it
they are
comes
very
to breakups and still like respecting and loving each other despite not being together and all this. Wait, so random though. Did you see Jenna Dewan, her now boyfriend?
Okay.
Was
Yeah, he
like-
tweeted like ha ha,
like
or he
talking
Instagram
shit, laughing.
story.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
it was
posted like an Instagram story being like ha 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 ha.
so
ha.
fucking weird. And so Jenna Dewan is
Channing Tatum's ex-wife.
and
Yeah.
baby mama.
Yeah.
Weird post.
Weird posts.
Really fucking
Unnecessary. Like I can't
Very
imagine like
bizarre.
my ex-boyfriend going through a breakup and me being like ha ha.
So
what?
bizarre.
Yeah, why do
So
you
bizarre.
care?
No. Yeah, no. Your current, it would be.
Oh
your
yeah.
current
Sorry.
Boyfriend's ex-girlfriend going through a breakup.
Yeah.
It's like what?
Yeah.
Very bizarre.
That's so
bizarre
bizarre.
behavior. So anyway, hope they're all doing okay.
Yeah.
Her outfit set the place on fire. Vivienne Westwood.
Yeah.
Well, we're thinking out of the box. Not my favorite look.
Not my favorite.
Not my favorite
I liked her hair.
Same.
Liked her shoes. Liked her accessories.
Same.
The dress was a little
Not for me.
Yeah.
Not for me. Very, a little Mad Hatter tea party down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
But it like the colors and the things that I don't really like. So
yeah.
just
I
not for me.
didn't love the juxtaposition of like the stripe colors with the
With,
like
the
it was like a
paint or
tie
whatever.
dye-ish.
It almost looked like it was like a striped outfit, but then it had like smudged paint.
Yeah,
Like as if
yeah.
somebody came up and like very. I
liked
like
the
very paint the
silhouette.
roses red kind of. The silhouette is great,
Yeah.
and not the first time she's worn a dress in that same silhouette.
nature,
Also,
yeah.
Vivienne Westwood, like she's worn it in different prints before, so this is just like a new print.
Yeah.
But yeah, just not the look for us. But
Yeah.
people were dragging her online for her look. People were really hating it.
Well, it's about time she had a look that not everybody
Yeah,
loves.
sometimes you got to flop.
Yeah, sometimes
know?
you have to flop. And she has been slaying the game so much recently
course.
that it happens. And I actually saw a lot of people that said they liked it a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I was
saw-
on the other
maybe not-
side of
yeah,
Twitter.
I mean, not on my
Yeah.
feed, but
But I really loved her hair.
her hair was fabulous.
So cute.
And she does like always look beautiful. So
Yeah,
it's
oh my
hard
God,
to it's
yeah.
hard to even nitpick. But she won back the crowd's approval when she started walking down the little runway headed towards the box at the Chiefs game.
Yeah, and there was a little bit of hubbub when she
Yeah.
was walking down because her security guards were yelling at the paparazzi saying, stand up, stand up.
Yep.
Because she was wearing a skirt.
Yep.
This is going to sound so fucked up.
Yeah.
But I thought that they were saying stand up at first because like 1 game or 2 games ago, there was like some like low down angles of her that were like not very flattering.
Yes.
So I was like, maybe she was pissed about those
like,
low
don't
angles.
Get me that.
Yeah, like don't get me
angles.
from fucking
100%.
1 inch off the ground.
And it was weird, like that they were taking photos
weird,
like that. But she was wearing pants that day.
Yes.
I went back. Because I thought the same thing at first, Gia, because
I think she was wearing shorts actually.
Shorts. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
But,
right. It was the shorts. The Agoldi shorts with the high black boots.
Yeah.
She. I also like kind of thought that.
Yeah.
Until somebody said was telling them to get off the ground or whatever. She's wearing a skirt. And even before that too, I thought that she was walking down the thing in those stilettos and like kind of having a hard time. That's why she was like slowed up like that. And I was like, why the fuck isn't anybody helping her? And like, why isn't there like a banister for her to hold? Like, if I'm wearing stilettos on that like painted concrete floor and it's at a slight angle down,
it's really hard.
I'm eating shit. Like it's like if I've had a glass of wine, I'm eating shit, like for sure. And so I was like, no one's helping her. Like, what the fuck? But she was just slowing down, waiting for them to like get all the photographers to stand up or whatever, which I think is really smart because, like you said, those pictures of her from that up angle, no, they weren't that flattering. But also, if she had been wearing a skirt, we would have seen all the way up her skirt.
Yeah,
like that's just kind of crazy. And
it was crazy because like the bodyguard was like stand up, and like the guy and the paparazzi was not doing it. So it was like
paparazzi, the fucking worst.
Like fucking listen,
They're
like
horrible.
You're getting your shot, you're getting a good picture of her. Like fucking stand up and don't be a dickhead.
I know. I also think that no one else right now, no other celebrity right now, has this kind of paparazzi where every single time they go out of the house, it's an event and there's a million paparazzi around and all that shit's happening. So it's very, you know, Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan, Paris Hilton. It's very Princess Di. It's very like all these people who were kind of like attacked and mobbed by the paparazzi. And I think that Taylor and her security are trying to do their best to, you know, work with them so they don't get like mad and crazy and like storm her car and stuff, and they like give them what they want. But I am thrilled to see them setting some boundaries.
Me
like
too.
This.
Me too.
They also too was laughing her security or maybe not her security specifically, but security around the stadium were telling people to move out of the way because she was trying to walk through or drive through on the golf cart or whatever, and they're like move, and she was like move please, like can you know kind of corrected them,
please.
which I do think is hilarious and funny and just so Taylor, like she's so polite and doesn't want to be the monster on the hill, but sometimes when you show up at the Chiefs game looking like you own the whole joint.
She literally looked like the owner of the Chiefs. She looked amazing.
That was the outfit was fabulous. Houndstooth
pattern,
red and
black. Not
black.
plaid. People were like,
I thought it was plaid too. Well, until you see it close up, it looks like plaid. And yes, it was houndstooth, hair up. Scott and Andrea were both there. Ed was up in the booth as well.
Ed was there. Family affair.
And the game itself was
nail biter,
electric. Electric game. Chiefs ended up winning kind of by the skin of their teeth with 13 seconds left on the clock and a missed field goal
crazy
by the Broncos. So, wow.
It's funny because I saw so many tweets about from like sports fans being like the Chiefs, like they're doing rituals before games, like whatever. Like I'm like, they don't realize that it's Taylor. It's not the Chiefs. It's Taylor. Anywhere she goes, there's magic in the air, and something crazy will happen. Something magical will happen. And the Chiefs are now 7-0,
which is wild and
crazy.
Going into we were talking about last week. Playoff season's coming up, and it's a good place to be right now for the Chiefs. Speaking of football, though, our parlay terrible last week. So bad. So close, but so bad. Not good. Not our best one. So we'll have to come correct with something a little different. So thanks for riding with us if you did. But
sorry if
we were so close that I was watching in the airport that Giants game for the over 40.5, and they're 3 points shy. Kills me.
Fucking
Kills
Giants.
me when that shit happens.
Yeah. It's so hard to bet on these teams because I hate them all.
I know. Yeah.
And like when they disappoint me, I'm like, literally, why did I do that? Because I literally hate you.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. So tough stuff.
What are you gonna
do? But how are you gonna live? What are you gonna do?
Yep.
Nothing really to do. But something I also thought interesting was that I believe it was yesterday, Monday or Sunday, I'm not sure which day exactly, was 1 year exactly since Taylor changed the lyrics to Karma and said "Guy on the Chiefs."
Cute, yeah.
Which is really cute.
And
I felt
I think today is the 1 year of the first time she ever did a mashup in Argentina.
obsessed.
Yeah,
Oh,
at
and
the
that
Out
makes
of the
sense
Woods. Is it over now?
because
Yeah.
Travis was in Argentina
Yeah.
as well. That was "Guy on the Chiefs" came out. Kate was Argentina.
Yeah. So
Exciting
it's
stuff.
so crazy how much has changed
I know.
from the beginning of the show till now. Like, and there's a new TikTok trend now where girls are recreating the pose, the Midnight Rain pose that they got.
Yep.
And it's funny because like all like the Glendale and like Scottsdale people are like just standing still because they're
Yeah.
like, we didn't get anything because that wasn't a thing. Like,
yeah.
it's just like. There's just so much new things, so many new outfits, so many new aspects that
Yeah.
it's like watching a child grow. It's like watching.
It really is, and I think too, it's kind of a like the Eras Tour and has become this like living, breathing thing that's also her life. You know, like it's not,
it's crazy.
We talk about it obviously ad nauseum, but it's not just a concert. It's not just this moment in time. Like it's been a year and a half of her life and everything surrounding it, and
It's a cultural event. Cultural phenomenon.
Picked up pieces along the way, made
Yeah.
changes, added songs, added sets, added guests. Like it's just it's just what a phenomenal experience, part of your life. Like she talks about it during Champagne Problems at the shows, or is it Champagne Problems or is it in her intro for All Too Well 10-minute version? I forget. Whenever she says like, these are the first times that I've had to like acknowledge that this tour is going to end.
Oh,
soon.
yeah.
Like
It's
I
All
don't
Too
know.
Well, yeah.
All Too Well, yeah. And she's like, this tour is going to end, and it does have an end, and it's just kind of crazy to think about. And I can't imagine like being her and thinking about that. There has to be, we've talked about it before, but there has to be an element of relief
Totally.
in it.
Totally.
You know
Totally.
what I mean?
Totally.
Like, there's just so much.
I mean, it's such a
So much
fun
work.
thing, so amazing,
Yeah.
so incredible. But like you can't help but be a little relieved at the end of it for
sure.
her, of course. Like
So much work.
time to just to yourself and relax. And
Chill
it's
out,
been
skip a couple days.
Yeah.
You know,
Have a
doing
drink.
anything. Have a drink.
Yeah.
Make some cookies. Holiday season's coming up. That's all good shit. You know?
Exactly.
I think that that we're all locked in for these final 9 shows we have left.
Yep.
We're all locked in for these. Oh, that makes me sick.
I know. No double digits.
That's so
single
crazy to me.
digits.
That's so crazy. We're all locked in. I think we've got probably a couple more Chiefs appearances.
Yeah.
What do you know the thing that's going on with Toronto, Vancouver? There's a football game in Canada at the same time that she's there for the Eras Tour. Like there's something like that. Like the Chiefs are playing in Canada
I don't know.
next week or something. People were saying or are in Buffalo maybe, right across the.
Oh.
Like they're playing. Hold on, let me see. Let's see. Chiefs, Bills. There's something. Yes, this upcoming Sunday, the 17th, they play in Buffalo, and she is in Toronto, and it's right next to each other. Basically, it's like a hop, skip, and a jump. So people think her shows are Thursday, Friday, Saturday. People think that she's going to show up to the game on Sunday. The 17th.
Makes sense.
That'd
be
crazy. Yeah,
crazy.
that would be crazy, and I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
But which would be honestly hilarious. People are like, "Oh, Taylor's, making the end of her tour schedule based around the games."
Yeah,
so I think at least 1 or 2 more game appearances while the Eras Tour is still going on.
Yeah.
And
I wonder if
that's that.
Travis probably won't go since he has a game on Sunday, right?
He could maybe go Thursday.
Yeah, maybe Thursday.
Or
but people were saying that
or
this
Friday.
last show or Indy was probably the last one he'd be able to make it to.
I think that is true.
Yeah.
Although he went to Indy on a Saturday and played on a Monday.
Yeah.
So he could go to Toronto
Friday,
on a Friday
yeah.
and play on
Sunday. Yeah.
Vancouver would be too far for sure. So I would say the following week as well. I wonder what let's see, Chiefs. Chiefs. Oh, I just choked.
Oh.
Sunday the 24th. They play the Panthers at 1:00.
Yeah,
They wouldn't be able
lot.
to go. So, or he wouldn't be able to go. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah,
we'll have to see what happens with them. But all right. I think that's pretty much all that happened. A lot of stuff happened over the weekend.
A lot of stuff happened over the weekend.
A lot of stuff
Fun
happened.
stuff.
We will, we'll keep keep our eyes peeled, our boots on the ground as much as we can for the upcoming shows and everything. If you guys remember, Thursdays are our voicemail episodes. If you're wanting to leave a voicemail about either being boots on the ground or Taylor or the Grammys or literally anything, Gia's new daughter, tips and tricks, all the above, go ahead and call
347-450-0723. 347-450-0723.
You can leave a voicemail as always, or you can go ahead and DM the Taylor Watch Instagram account. We love all your messages. We love you guys so much.
Love you guys so much. Love you.
And we will see you on Thursday.
Bye.
Bye.